CM beat. Good evening. Please silence your cell phones and rise to welcome the class of 2019. And now, please welcome your faculty. Please be seated and welcome President Carol Mason.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, I was going to say this is a happy moment. I need to hear some excitement. Exactly. So I think you're about to get hooded, is that right? Yeah. And then I'm going to see you on May 29th, right? Good. So welcome to the 5th annual graduate hooding ceremony at John Jay College. And so I have to give credit to VP Cook Francis for having this ceremony. This is a tradition that she brought to John Jay when she came, and it's one that's so special and that we all like having. So let's give her a round of applause for thinking about you all. So there's some really special guests here today, and I think they're called your family and your friends. Can you join me in thanking them? Because I think we all realize, family and friends, that without your support today wouldn't be happening. And I love the families being here to support you and to celebrate your moments. Somebody's grandfather came up to me after the first ceremony to say how special this occasion is. And you know, that's why we do this, right, faculty? It's to see you all. So let's thank the faculty for supporting you and getting you to this place. And I'd like to thank our speaker of the hour, Thomas DiNapoli, who's the New York State Comptroller. And if any of you all work in the state of New York, you see him on your paychecks, don't you? So let's join me in welcoming him here and for the keynote address. He is a fabulous supporter of CUNY and public education and your future, so I'm glad that he is going to be here to inspire you today. Every student with us today has gone on an educational journey, a journey to acquire a level of expertise that can change minds, change hearts, change communities, and even change the world. And I hope that this journey of learning that you're completing in one sense today is just the beginning of a lifelong learning experience. And you know the word commencement means beginning. It doesn't mean end. You're just at a new beginning in your lives, and we look forward to seeing what you all do. Because no matter what age you are, no matter what degrees you obtain, no matter what rank you obtain, you always need to learn more. And as some of you know, this is my second year at John Jay, and I am still learning. And I've got a lot to learn from all of you in this room, from all the faculty up here, and I intend to continue to learn, and I hope that you share that with me. To illustrate this point, I want to talk about somebody who graduated, who got her hooding in the first ceremony today, but she is emblematic of many of you in this room, our 2019 graduates with master's degrees. So the New York Secretary of State, Rosanna Rosado, is in the graduating class of 2019. She has been part of the John Jay family for quite a while. She taught classes at John Jay as a distinguished lecturer. She is a member of our foundation board of trustees, and I learn from her regularly. And she has an endowed scholarship named after her in the Latin American Studies and Latin American and Latinx Studies Department, and the Rosanna Rosado Fellows. And it's a phenomenal program among many of the other fellowship programs we have here. But after being out of college for 34 years, she doesn't like me saying that, but 34 years, and somebody else in the audience then saying that they had been out 34 years as well, enrolled in our online criminal justice master's program. And that's why we design these programs, to make sure that people have an opportunity to know where they are in their life to continue their education. Education should not be a luxury that only certain people can afford, and we at John Jay are so proud of making an education like this accessible to all of you all. And so just like many of you here today, that meant that she had to spend late nights studying. Anybody stay up late studying? Mm-hmm. Any of you miss out on any social activities? Yeah. You had a lot of papers to write, I take it? Yeah, but hasn't it been worth it? Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. And so I am so appreciative of the commitment that all of you all have decided to make, not just in your own futures, but in our future, in our country's future. You all are examples to us of what a committed student can do, and somebody who's committed to public service, because I think that no matter what you do in life, public service doesn't just mean working in the government and getting your paycheck from the government. Public service means a commitment to your communities and a commitment to fairness, and I know that that's what you all will do with these degrees. Is that right? So you represent some of the best minds in this country, not just in the city of New York, but in this country and in this world. I know that we have some international graduates among your class as well. And so with your knowledge and expertise, we're expecting you to conquer injustice that we face every day. We expect you to use these wonderful degrees that you have to help change our policies in this country so that things are more fair for those coming behind you. And it's my hope that you will help bring this country together. Is that a deal? Yeah, because, you know, I think that one of the things that makes John Jay so special is the diversity of perspectives, degrees. You know, we've got law enforcement officers sitting beside people who are going to be criminal justice advocates or justice advocates, and next to scientists and next to artists. And what you all have in common is this commitment to justice and fairness and equity. And so we are expecting great things from you, because we have educated you to be what? Fierce advocates for what? Yeah, I'm seeing if you're listening. And I know that you want to see a world where everyone is treated fairly and humanely, regardless of their income, race, religion, or sexual orientation. And we need you to be fierce. We need you to stand up for what's right. We need you to speak up for what's right. We need you to express constructive, that's the right word, constructive outrage when unjust circumstances prevail. Because at the end of the day, standing up for equality and fairness, it's not an act of charity. It's not an act of kindness. It's actually an act of patriotism. And so the class of 2019, I commend you on reaching this milestone in your life, and I look forward to your continued success, because remember, this is just a new beginning of your journey, and we're here to celebrate you. So I am going to introduce the provost, who, as I said earlier, you know, we always talk about partner in crime, but we're a justice school. So Provost G. Lee is my provost and my partner in justice. So please join me in welcoming Provost Lee to the stage.
Thank you, President Mason. Good evening, everyone. Thank you.
I said he's my partner in justice. He gets the short end of that stick, figuratively and literally.
That's not the case, but thank you. Well, this is only fifth time in Jiangje's 55 years history that we have had a graduate holding ceremony. I'm so pleased to be here tonight with you to celebrate the mastery you have all achieved in your studies. Holding ceremonies are carried out by institutions of higher education to recognize students who have earned an advanced degree beyond the bachelor degree. The ceremony is a time when individual programs can recognize the accomplishments of their graduates in a more personal way than is permitted at the university general commencement. During this ceremony, each graduate has their hood placed over their heads by the program directors as their names are read. The hood is a special part of academic regalia and denotes scholarly and professional achievement. Jiangje's master degree graduates and candidates receive their hood because of the level of education you have pursued doing beyond the baccalaureate degree. Jiangje's degree college color are blue and gold. Hence, the colors on the hood and the velvet trim on the hood signify the scholar's field. Thomas P. DiNapoli is the 54th Comptroller of the State of New York. He's a lifelong Long Islander who was raised in a middle-class union household. He learned the value of hard work, stretching every dollar and giving back to the communities at an early age. In 1972, Tom won his first election and served as a trustee on the Manila Board of Education, becoming the first 18 years old in New York State to hold public office. He earned a bachelor's degree from Hofstra and went on to night classes and earned a master's degree from the New School University Graduate School of Management and Urban Professions. In 1986, he ran for the New York State Assembly and was chosen by voters 11 times to represent the 16th district in northwestern Nassau County for the next 20 years. As a lawmaker, he was known for his bipartisan approach to generating results for New Yorkers. Tom was elected state comptroller on February 7, 2007, by a bipartisan majority of the state legislature to fill a vacancy in office. He was elected comptroller by the voters in 2010, 2014, and last year. As a state comptroller, Tom has fought waste, fraud, and abuse in government spending and pursued officials who abuse their public positions or steal money from the taxpayers. He rebuilt the state pension fund after difficult losses during the Great Recession. Tom is known for his integrity, independence, and even-keeled leadership. His record as state comptroller reflects an unwavering commitment to protect the people's money, keep government accountable, and build toward a more secure future for New Yorkers. Please join me in welcoming to the podium the New York State Comptroller, Tom DiNapoli.
Good evening, everyone. You are looking very fine from where I'm standing. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Lee, for that generous introduction. It really is my great privilege to be here to offer congratulations, some brief remarks, to be part of your hooding ceremony. It really is just an exciting evening, and I know how thrilled the administration and the faculty and the staff are to be celebrating your great success. I certainly want to acknowledge your great president, Carol Mason. Isn't she something else? Give her a round of applause. She's one of the best in our CUNY system. You're fortunate to have her great leadership, and she certainly has a great team. To Dean Bornstein as well, again to Dr. Lee, and I have to do a mention to someone who I had the privilege to serve with in the State Assembly, a member of your faculty and director of one of your programs. I had a great time in Albany for many years with Dan Feldman. It's always great to be with my friend Dan Feldman. And certainly, I want to acknowledge all of the members of the administration, the faculty, and the staff here at John Jay College of Criminal Justice who do such a wonderful job as part of this very prestigious institution, which is a very important part of our exceptional and our acclaimed CUNY system. Let me also give a special shout out to those of you who are getting special recognition, the award winners. Well done. Congratulations on the extra honors that you're receiving this evening. And as the president said, I also want to give a shout out to every parent, family member, friend in the audience who joined you today. These are the men and women, special people in your lives who've mentored you, supported you, helped you reach this very important milestone, this very impressive moment in your life's journey. And this celebration really does belong to them as well. So how about if we give a big round of applause to everyone who's helped you along the way to get here. Now, certainly to our graduates, you are all making a profound statement today. Attaining a master's degree from John Jay College is not only a very big deal, it's a testament to your great perseverance and your big dreams. This day is the result of a tremendous amount of hard work, determination, and commitment. I know that each and every one of you has your own unique story, an obstacle you had to overcome, a challenge you had to meet in order to make it here today. How many of you had to balance work and school while you're doing your studies? Oh, I see a lot of hands there, right? A lot of hands there. How many of you are parents yourselves? A lot of hands there as well. How many of you are the first in your family to graduate from college, let alone attain a master's degree? Wow, all right? Wow, that's a big one. Another round of applause for our graduates here this evening. That says a lot right there. Like many of you, my parents wanted nothing more than for me to be the first in my family to have the chance to go to college. I was able to go to college, as you heard, Hofstra University out on Long Island, and I went full-time. But my master's degree, as you also heard, I did while I was working. I was in the private sector at the time, working in telecommunications, and got my master's degree in human resources management at the New School. So I know your pain and what you've been going through. And I know the relief you're feeling this evening. Whether you're bound for a career in forensic science, law, emergency management, social work, public administration, teaching, private security, forensic psychology, or corrections, or the other career paths that some of you are considering, each of you will serve a critical role in the safety, security, and well-being of our communities. I trust all of you know something about the namesake of this college, New York City native John Jay, one of the founding fathers of the United States, the first Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court, as well as the second governor of the state of New York. John Jay wrote in the Federalist Papers, "Among the many objects to which a wise and free people find it necessary to direct their attention, that of providing for their safety seems to be the first." What was true more than 230 years ago when those words were spoken is certainly true today. Safety and security still matter most, and so does justice. Throughout your time here at John Jay, you have benefited from the college's core mission of educating for justice. You have been prepared here to be ethical leaders and engaged citizens. Now more than ever, we need you to live up to those high standards. Can we count on you to do that? I think so, right? How about a stronger yes? Yes, okay. As someone who has spent more than 4 decades in elective office, I believe that there are no more important qualities than ethics and honesty. Every scandal involving a public official, whether elected or appointed, or someone who's managing public money at a nonprofit, shakes the people's confidence. People not only lose faith in those serving in office, but in the institution of government itself. That's why in my role as Comptroller, I've been keenly focused on fighting public corruption, working with our state's Attorney General, and we have a great new Attorney General in Tish James, working with law enforcement and prosecutors across our state to hold public officials accountable who violate the public trust. Just to give you an example of our work, those partnerships over the past few years have resulted in 190 arrests and getting back more than $54 million in restitution. So my point is that while I know from experience that most who enter public service uphold the public's trust with honesty and integrity, and in fact are good people, I also recognize, and we all have to recognize, that there will be bad actors. The trick is, for you, do not look the other way when you see something that's wrong. Whatever your career path, if you witness corruption or unethical behavior, do something. No matter where you end up, whether at a public sector agency or a private company, here in the United States or abroad, always step up for what is right and what is just. As the next generation of criminal justice professionals, I urge you to uphold the highest ideals, even when, especially when, it means walking alone. And wherever you find yourself in the months and years ahead, I urge you to strive not just to do what's right and just, but also what is compassionate and kind. We need only to turn on the news or scan social media to understand that now more than ever, we need do-gooders. When you see something wrong, raise your hand. When you are a witness to dishonesty, cruelty, or discrimination, don't look the other way. Speak out, raise your voice. And whenever you have a chance to extend yourself to help someone else, don't turn away. Lean in. Doing good will not only strengthen the community around you, it will fortify you as well. Also be flexible. I've got news for you, in case you haven't figured this out already. Whatever you think you'll be doing 10 or 20 years from now, you're probably wrong. We don't know what path life is going to take us. The world you wake up to tomorrow isn't the same world you'll be living in 6 months, let alone 6 years. You can count on that. Change will happen to you, around you, in spite of you. Welcome every change, every new challenge. Step up. Don't be afraid to take a chance. One of my heroes, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, once said, "All of us might wish at times that we lived in a more tranquil world, but we don't. And if our times are difficult and perplexing, so are they challenging and filled with opportunity." The times we live in today are certainly difficult and perplexing, but the world is also still filled with great opportunity. If you live by and fight for your ideals and the core values of justice taught to you here at John Jay, if you strive to do what's right and you are kind and compassionate, if you remain engaged and flexible in the face of the profound changes that are sure to come your way, I know you will not only find personal success and fulfillment, you will help to create a safer, better world for us all. Good luck, congratulations, and best wishes with your life's journey.
Thank you so much, Comptroller DiNapoli, for your service to our city and our state and for appearing today. We appreciate it very much. I would like now to recognize our Graduate Academic Award recipients. Please stand at your seats when your name is called. The Carl Schreiber Memorial Award was established by the late Janine Jesus in honor of her brother. This award is given to one or more MPA graduates with high GPAs. It is my pleasure to present this year's award to 12 outstanding students: Christopher Bray, Suzanne Michelle Catoggio, Carlos Figuera, Mahjabi Haq, Lorraine Johnson, Erica Martinez, Jennifer Martinez, Rosoya Villa Mercedes, Maria Mkhitaryan, Segun Olieni, Jenna Rosen, Gwendolyn Johanna Safran. Congratulations. The Jerome Metzner Award was established by the Department of Science in memory of Jerome Metzner, professor of biology. This award is given to the graduating graduate student who has demonstrated academic excellence in the forensic science program. This year's recipient is Shweta Rajagopal. Yeah. Congratulations, Shweta. It is my privilege and honor to now present our master's degree graduates and candidates with their hoods. Program directors will hood each candidate in their field of study. So I would like to we will begin with graduates from the Department of Public Administration, Inspection and Oversight. Inspection and Oversight, to be hooded by Dan Feldman, and followed by Public Administration, Public Policy, and Administration Concentration, who will be hooded by Dr. Yi Lu.
Felix Castro. Keola Anderson. Kelly Mae Smith. Quadira Taja Coles. Eduardo Garcia. Marielle Oliar. Al Edouard. Mohammed Ramadan. Renoir Lynch. Keith Gauntlet. Lucy Chaco. Ivanoba Mota. Miriam McCurchin. Yvette Hernandez. Rosiovi Mercedes. Jaleisha Boatwright. Melissa Ramirez. Pedro Rodriguez. Adam Dean. David Lenson. Mario Cabrera. Deja Feliciano. Gwendolyn Saffron. Keisha Adams. Segun Olani. Rachel James. Darcel Telemac Piche. Natalie Patterson. Taylor Lopez. Janan Murray. Stefan Audi. Rachel Jack. Majibin Hawk. Isaac Everth. Richard Agostini. Shahira Wilson. Stephanie Hake. Sean Murray. Joan Drabzik. Lorianne Johnson. Halina Corpita. Farouk Ichkiavrich Avakulov. Roman Simbali. Claudia English. Suzanne Michelle Catoggio. Arusa Malik. Coretta McClendon. Saida Odij. Erica Martinez. Marissa Moran. James Andrew Yurko. Jamie Lizeth Martinez. Catherine Farrell. Yara Frederick. Dominique Bordes. Yaralyn Ibanez. Latasha Burke. Jennifer Martinez. Charles Bernal. Dion Hicks. Dionis Garcia. Wilbur Obaye. Afraz Mohammed. Bonnie Elizabeth Blankenship. Jennifer Alardo. Natalia Pradier. Nicole McKnight. Kathleen Paramore. Kelbalyn Polanco. Joyce Worthen. Bria Thomas. Olayinka Oki. Taylor Fenner. Anna Lillian Dominguez. Tony Starks. Hakima Lavelle McPhee. Sequoia Worrell. Rasha Gurlis. Carlos Figueroa. Nina Simone Mickens. Rico Gay Donnell Grant. Precious Stevens. Karan Alin.
Congratulations to the students in the MPA program. Thank you. I would now like to present the students from the economics program, who will be hooded by their director, Professor Ian Seda.
Anushka Shakun Singh. Claudia Reyes. Matt Rosales. Luis Alberto Richards. Dante Dallavalle.
Congratulations to the students in the Masters of Economics. Thank you. I would now like to present the students in the Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity program, who will be hooded by Professor Doug Selane.
Luz Rodriguez. Maritza Acero. Daniel Mera. Wilder Umana. Jason Valentine. Douglas Smith. John Anthony McFarland. Alexa Zinder.
Congratulations to the Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity Master's Program. It is now my pleasure to present the students from the Masters of Science in Forensic Science, who will be hooded by Professor Meki Prins.
Teresa Marie Daw. Shweta Rajagopal. Patrick McLaughlin. Ashley Borrego. Jacqueline Bechlian. Niti Dalal. Jasmine Gale. Melanie Taylor Goldstein. Linda Kim. Sang-hee Shin. Victoria May.
Congratulations to the students in forensic science. Finally, I would like to welcome Professor Charles Jennings, who will be hooding the students from the Masters of Science in Protection Management, Security Management, and Emergency Management.
Stephanie Gutman. Kyle Grant. Corey Douglas. Michael George Rahab. Andrew Burabao. Patrice Romana Williams. February Siok. Rebecca Bodendistel. Melissa Eberly. Dennis Piedra.
Congratulations to the students in Protection Management, Emergency Management, and Security Management. Graduating master's candidates, you are all now officially hooded and ready to process on graduation day wearing your historic regalia of your chosen degree program. Congratulations to you all. I would now like to invite our esteemed President Carol Mason to the stage to close out this ceremony.
So in case you don't know, Avi has this job because of his voice. Could we give him a round of applause for that voice? before we let you all go, I want to again give a round of applause for all the faculty who are here to support you and that got you here today. So we are so proud of you all, and as, I guess I should say, Dean Bornstein said, this is what you can wear, the regalia, to the graduation on May 29th. So will I see you there on May 29th? Yes, okay. I have no doubt that I'm going to see you, and we're so excited, and your family is excited to continue this celebration. I was telling the Comptroller, I said, last week we gave the awards and honors so that those who stood up, they were celebrated last week. This week we're hooding you, and next week we're graduating you. So we are so proud of you, and you do know that when you graduate, you're still a what? A bloodhound? Yes, yes, and a fierce advocate for what? Justice. That's right. So please stay connected and let us know how you're doing. Come back and visit often and continue to inspire and be a role model. I know that we had several of our veterans graduating with master's degrees this afternoon. I want to give our veterans a special round of applause and recognition as well. So there is a celebration afterwards. There are receptions, but we're going to process out, and you're going to let us process out before you go celebrate, right? So thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday.